tek bir hayat.
Sensiz bir kadere razı olmam.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll recap a 2017 Turkish horror TV series named Sahipli. Please watch the previous episodes to understand this recap better. The links are in the description. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. At the beginning of the 7th episode, Selim meets Busra, and he tells her about last night's dream. Busra tells him that she too had the same dream, and it was quite scary, but still very beautiful. At the hospital, Halil and Julia are talking about Aziz, and are very angry with him. Just then Busra comes there, and both of them go inside. On the other hand, we see Aziz talking to Sami, and they were talking about Busra. Aziz says that he has been telling everyone that Busra is wretched. If everyone together stops talking to her, she will have to leave this village. We then see him talking to a woman, and he says that Ali has died due to some evil force, and all this is happening because of Busra. He asks her to go and tell this to everyone. After this we see Busra and Julia talking, and she tells Julia that she is going to go to Sahipli village with Selim this evening. Here David comes to the school to meet Selim. He tells him that Turkan has spread rumors that Busra is wretched, and that he should take care of himself. He will talk to Imam Yahya today, so that people do not pay attention to those rumors. Selim tells him that the people of this village are habitual at backbiting, so he should not worry. On the other hand, we see Hatice mixing something in the meat, and then she leaves it there and goes inside. Here David meets Yahya, and tells him not to pay attention to Turkan's words. Yahya tells him that jackals have started coming to the village. People saw one tearing 2 dogs, and he was as big as a bear. David explains to him that he should not believe their words, and after tonight's prayers, convince the people of the village that they should not pay attention to such rumors. Now in the night, we see Selim and Busra, where he tells her that David told him that rumors are being spread about her, that since she has come to the village, something bad is happening, and all this was started by a woman named Turkan. Now after the prayers, Imam Yahya tells the people of the village that the real reason for whatever bad is happening in their village is that new lady doctor. Unless they take that woman out of their village, these troubles will not leave them. Here Selim stops on the way and asks some people about 𝐂𝐄𝐄, but they just keep looking at them and doesn't say anything. Then they move forward, and as soon as they go some distance, an animal collides with their car. When they come out to check, they see an old man standing there, who tells them that the woman they are looking for lives in the cave below. Hearing this, they get shocked, and goes towards the cave, and we see that the man was none other than Bahan. Now both of them enter the cave, where they hear some strange sounds, and they see that 𝐂𝐄𝐄 is chanting some spells in front of a statue. Seeing this, Busra gets very scared, and then 𝐂𝐄𝐄 turns and looks at them. She asks them to leave from there, and says that no one will be left. Selim tells her that he is Esma's son, and that his mother took her name before she died. He asks her how she knows his mother, but she constantly tells them to leave, or else they will shut her mouth. Seeing this, they do not understand anything, and start leaving from there. But only then she says that her mother is still alive, hearing which Busra gets terrified. Now on the way, Busra asks Selim how she knows her mother. And here in the cave, some unseen force attacks 𝐂𝐄𝐄, and when she turns, her face has become quite terrible. On the other hand, 𝐂𝐄𝐄 tells Turkan that Imam Yahya has told everyone that Busra is wretched. Hearing this, she gets a little scared and tells her not to talk about her. 𝐂𝐄𝐄 hangs her coat on the wall, and when she turns, she sees Turkan standing very frightened. Then suddenly she falls to her knees, and some unseen force breaks her neck and kills her. After this, that force possesses 𝐂𝐄𝐄 as well, and kills her too. Now the night Selim again goes to meet Bahan. He tells him that his father told him that before her mother died, she told him that he is not his father, and that she was cursing a woman named 𝐂𝐄𝐄. He looked for her, but she didn't tell him anything. Bahan tells him that they did not let her speak. Here Busra is very upset with 𝐂𝐄𝐄's words, So she calls her mother and asks her if she knows any woman named Kevsar, to which she says that she does not know her. But Busra finds her voice somewhat strange, and then she says something in another language, and the call gets disconnected. Here Bahan tells Selim that he has a secret that is hidden in the room adjacent to Busra's house. He asks him to go there and dig the ground of that room, but whatever comes in front, he should not be scared of seeing it. Now we see that a horseshoe hanging in front of that room gets burnt down, and the episode ends here. Now the next day, a man comes to the hospital and calls Hal out. He tells him that the dead bodies of Turkin and 𝐀𝐃 have been found in their house. Hal gets shocked to hear this, and the man asks him not to take Busra there. Hal comes in and tells Julia and Busra about this, and when they two start going with him, he tells them to stay in the hospital. Now Hal gets shocked to see their dead body. He asks about this to a policeman, who tells him that 𝐀𝐃's husband called them and informed them about it. Hal asks him the reason for their death, to which he says that they have been badly beaten up. Hal comes back to the hospital and tells them that the condition of the corpses was very bad. Then he asks Busra not to go out alone, as a rumor has spread in the village. Here Hassan is working in his workshop when he sees Rayhan going somewhere, and she tells him that she is going to see Busra. Here David asks Imam Yahya, why did he not do what he asked him to do? To which Yahya says that he did what he thought was right. David tells him that if anything happens to Busra, he will be responsible for it. To which Yahya asks him who is responsible for the death of those who have died. Next, we see Aziz taking Rayhan somewhere. At the hospital, Hal tells Julia that he saw their faces, and what has happened is not normal at all. He too starts believing the rumors, but Julia says there is nothing like it. Only then do they see Rayhan coming there limping. They bring her inside, and Hal says that Aziz must have done this. But Julia tells him that he should not go anywhere now. Rayhan tells them that Aziz kicked her in the stomach, and when she screamed, he punched her in the face. Here Selim goes to the room in front of Busra's house, about which Bahan told him, and he sees that the horseshoe has fallen down. Now in a flashback, we see Selim with Esra. She asks him if he would like to go to her house, to which he says that he will come early tomorrow morning to pick her up. Then suddenly the door of that room opens, and Selim comes inside. He is just looking around when a chain suddenly falls down. He lifts the chain and throws it to the side, and starts digging the ground at that place. After digging for some time, he finds the remains of a body there, seeing which he gets very scared. And then in a flashback, we see that Selim enters Esra's house in a possessed condition and he attacks her, after which he kills her by throttling her. Then he takes her to the same room, digs the ground, and buries her there. Here Aziz comes to the hospital with some villagers, and throws stones. Hal tells Busra and Julia not to come out, after which he goes outside, and asks them why they have come here. Aziz says that the doctor is wretched, and she should not be seen in this village. Hal says that the doctor is not here, to which Aziz says that they will wait for her to come back. Hal comes back in and calls someone. Here Selim was very sad knowing that secret and leaves from there. Hal tells Busra that Aziz is standing outside with the villagers, but he has informed David and the police. Now after some time, David comes there, and he asks the villagers why they have come here. Aziz says that he wants the doctor to leave from here. David tells them to leave, but Aziz says that the Imam is also saying the same thing. Then Hal says that maybe Aziz is right, and he takes him with him to talk to him. He takes him to the back of the hospital and attacks him, and tells him that if he sees him here again, he will not leave him. Meanwhile, the police also reach there. When the officer asks them why they have come here, they all start leaving from there. Then the officer asks David, and he says that he does not know what the matter is, after which the officer leaves from there. Here Selim again comes back to the same room, and takes out Esra's remains from the ground. Back at the hospital, Julia tells Busra that she should not be alone tonight, so she will be with her. Here we see that Selim brings Esra's remains on a rock on the seashore, and starts screaming very loudly in grief. Then he starts digging the ground there, after which he buries her there. Now Aziz comes to his house at the night, and starts seeing the injury on his face in the mirror. Just then 𝐻𝐃𝐄𝐒 comes there, and seeing his injury says that she will apply medicine to it. But Aziz angrily asks her to leave from there. 𝐻𝐃𝐄E comes out and sees that a dog is eating meat. She tells Aziz that the dog is eating the devil's eyes and now they will never come to them. On the other hand, Hal and Busra come to Selim's house, where Hal sees that his car is not there. Just then Selim comes there from behind, and Hal says that he is going to drop Julia at home. Busra asks Selim where he was, to which he says that he is not in a condition to talk yet. Hearing this, Busra sits in his car and asks him to at least drop her home. Selim is watching all this from inside the house. He goes straight to Selim's room and takes out his mother's photo. He says that all this is happening because of her, and then he breaks it. Here Busra asks him to come to his house for a while, and only then he remembers Ezra. And he tells Busra that he had killed Ezra. And the episode ends here. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon never to miss new video updates. Thanks for watching.